Hello there, this is Dr. Hamdani from University of Akron. I wanted to share with you 3 really cool websites that I believe will help any college students with their questions regarding what career they should choose, what is the best suitable line of work for them. Any emerging adult or a young student has these questions on their mind, and of course we don't expect in today's complex modern world that when students enter college they have everything figured out for themselves. But I believe these 3 websites will give you some information that will help you continue thinking about some of these very important questions for your life. So let's look at these websites. So the 3 websites I recommend are as follows. The first one is this onetonline.org that you can use for career exploration. The second website that I recommend is this one to identify your career aptitude. And the third website that I recommend is for personality assessment. This personality assessment is based on this framework called Big 5. It is one of the most validated framework in scientific research, not only in general psychology, but also in work psychology. And you can remember the 5 personality dimensions that it measures with the acronym OCEAN: openness, conscientiousness, extroversion, agreeableness, and neuroticism. So now let's look at these websites one by one. The first one is this onetonline.org. It is one of the largest inventory of the jobs in United States, and it's regularly updated by national level surveys. So what you can do is here go in under find occupations, and through different methods, for example by job zone or by STEM professions or their outlook, you can look for professions, or look here on the quick search bar over here. You can simply just type a profession. Let's say we type graphic designer and see what more information is available for it. And as you do so, you'll see that many occupations, including the one that you typed, graphic designer, would turn up in the results. It will be some of these will be tagged by these green status or by their bright outlook status, that these are really promising jobs in like 10-20 years. We can click on any of these. For example, let's do that with web developers and see more information that comes up. And there's like wealth of information here, ranging from tasks, skills, tools, technologies, activities, educational background, credentials, all of this that you can look up to know more about this job. I'll particularly show you this information about employment trends. For example, median wage by 2018 survey was $69,000 annually in USA, and then there were 161,000 graphic designers that were identified through this survey that were employed in USA, and then it has much higher or brighter job outlook. And in next 10 years there are 15,000 more openings projected in this. Now you can look further. For instance, you click on local salary info, and let's say we want to look in any of the states. We can do Ohio and see what local information is available. And as you do so, you'll see that it gives you more fine-grained information. For example, if national median was 69,000, Ohio is slightly lagging behind. It has 62,000. So all in all, there's a lot of information here. I invite you to explore this and learn more about different occupations out there. Now let's go to this career aptitude website, which is based on Dr. Holland's work. He developed this framework to define all modern professions in 6 major categories. Realistic. I stands for investigative, A for artistic, S for social, E for entrepreneurial, C for conventional. And then in the bottom of this page, you can start your assessment. You'll answer about 50 questions, and then based on your responses, it will categorize you and give you a 3-letter code. For instance, mine was ISE. which mean investigative, social, and entrepreneurial professions were suitable for me. So it will give you a code like this and more information. It will have more detail about what does this code mean and what are professions major that fall under it. So you'll have a good idea of your job aptitude. Again, this is in public domain. It's based on scientific research. Public domain means the researchers behind this have made it freely and publicly available, so it is of no cost to you, right? Now let's look at this last framework that I recommended for personality assessment. And according to this framework, you can look at the 5 major personality dimensions and where you fall on these dimensions. You can either take the longer version of this test, which takes about 30-40 minutes and has about 300 questions, or take the shorter, which has about 120 questions and it takes about half the time or less even. So depending on how much time you have, you can take a suitable test, and both will give you valid results. Again, this is one of the most tested framework in psychology and organizational behavior research. So I strongly encourage that you complete this assessment and see what your results are. And I hope that all these 3 websites together will provide you information about your personality, your professional aptitudes, and then whatever, according to your personality and professional aptitudes, whatever professions that it points toward, you can look further, more information about them on the ONET website that I shared with you. Well, I hope you enjoyed this short presentation, and I really hope that you'll explore and visit these websites. Thank you for listening. Bye-bye.